Hey there, it's a Wild Hunt Wednesday. Sorry for missing Saturday last week. I tried to record something and it just didn't work, and it was my birthday, so deal with that. And I guess I'm recording this before Mondays, so I don't know why I'm saying it like that because Mondays will go up before this one. But I want to start with this one because Without Fail was the first person to get back to me and tell me, "Hey, check out my list." So here I am checking out your list. This is Without Fail's mid-range control. Uh, He's got Haunt, Oniro, Plague Maiden, Detlef, and then we're using Imlatus Wrath for removal, along with Karen. And basically, what Without Fail is suggesting in his deck guide, and the link is below in the description, so make sure to upvote his deck. Thank him for his work. I'm probably going to make some misplays, but we're going to try to get this right. Griffin just got buffed. And then some of these other cards have been made a little bit more playable over the last few seasons, so we're going to try to get them to work as well. But basically here, he's got Plague Maiden and Morwood make for a great package. 27-point combo by itself. That's because you can consume the Plague Maiden. She's going to spawn those 7 rats, and then Morwood's going to boost each of those rats by 1 point each. So, cool. 21-point Detlef finisher if you get into a pinch. You can just use both of your consume charges from your leader for massive value. Karen is to lock in the points you've earned. Don't wait until last say. Eat the consumers after they consume, etc. And also to free up board space in the long round. And consumes 3 units. And 3 consumes is great if needed. Now, note that Karen's been changed if you haven't played him for a little while. So now it's consume on deploy. So you just do it all at once. But it does transfer all those points to an immune unit. Not a lot of people are playing Igni or Yurden right now. So he works pretty well. Then Manticore, Maroon are just basically the staples, as he calls them. This deck removed Maruna, so he made a couple of changes to this one, and I think replaced Maruna with Imlatus Wrath, which I think is a good change. Especially with Karen, because it's hard to reduce that Karen value. And then he also says here, Phantom could be an open choice. He's between him and Striga. So that's being Ada Striga, and she's good, 4 points of removal, but I think I like Phantom more as well. It is just an engine that forces the opponent to focus on removal. Also, is it just me or does it look like this hand is like dead? That doesn't, it like tweaks wrong, you know what I mean? Anyway. Then we got a whole bunch of lower point units down here. I actually really think Cyclops is a great idea, especially with Griffin. It's so much value. So many points. So it's just an adjacent unit you get to choose and get some massive value. Then you can also kill the Harpy eggs with him. It just works as kind of another consume. Were-Rat gives you a consume. Brand Warrior, whenever a unit is destroyed during your turn, boost self by 1. So Brand Warrior is just kind of patient points. Yeah, and then the last thing he suggests here, Double Harpy, Taskmaster, Marilorn. Taskmaster is the most efficient way to answer enemy defenders, but you will almost always have dominance in case something important gets locked, like Detlef. Double Harpies is more beast tags, more consumes, and a free Great Death Wish unit, which Marilorn, a secret star, can be a 10 for 5. So that's because Marilorn is able to trigger the Death Wish on this Harpy egg, and it plays for 5 as well. It looks like he actually removed Marilorn in this deck, though. So, talks it up only to have it removed. Anyway, he sent me this later version of the deck, so we're going to play the more recent version. I think we're okay skipping out on Marilorns. I think these all make more sense. Feast of Blood is just an offensive purify, I think. And then he used to have Fiend in the earlier version of this deck, which I also think was a good choice not to have that. So, but Kikimor Warrior getting moved to 4 points. He's just kind of a good replacement for NL Conqueror. NL Conqueror requires Devotion. And this deck list doesn't have it because of Oniro. So, although, honestly, if I was to make a suggestion to this deck, I would actually probably take out Megascope And I would make this Decklist Devotion with Naglfar, and then you could upgrade a couple of cards, but we'll try this out. I mean, Oniro and Naglfar are actually very similar point value. And Naglfar you can tutor. But we're going to just do it the way he did it. I'm not making tweaks right now, because I am testing myself by playing other people's decks to see how quickly I can adapt to a different deck and figure it out and have some fun playing it. I think, a lot of people hate on net decking, but I think that's dumb. Play other people's decks. If you can figure out how to play someone else's deck that you didn't innately concoct in your brain, that's skill. That's pretty tough. So stop hating on people who are trying to just broaden their skill set in a different way. You can hate on people who copy decks that are toxic trash and a pain to play against. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Hate on that all day long. Ghoul with Griffin is just a great combo. So I do have to destroy an allied unit. I think Foglet works for that purpose. And I probably only want one Cyclops here. Alright, and I actually really think Megascope with Griffin is kind of pure genius. If I would have had it earlier, I would have made that choice, so we are where we are. We're just going to start off with Foglet here. Not a whole lot of thinking required. But basically we're just trying to get down Foglet so we can do Griffin, so we can do Megascope, so that we can use Cyclops. And had I had Megascope, I would have kept both Cyclopi. I think it's Cyclopes. Alright, would have been helpful to have that Taskmaster here just to purify this, but if anybody's gonna die, this is fine. Not the best, but it works. I'm going to be neurotically checking to make sure that this is still recording. The last couple of videos I've done, it stops halfway through. So I actually have recorded more videos, but they didn't work. So, and then honestly, when you're 40 minutes into a video and you find out it was cut in half and stopped working, your motivation to keep trying goes way down. Just throwing that out there. I have no idea what the opponent is playing. I genuinely have no idea. Cyclops is kind of a weird removal though, because you're playing down 4 points, but you're losing out on a whole bunch of others. No idea what the opponent's doing here. I expect this to go to Brothans. Yeah, and it does. I don't understand. We're just going to keep playing stuff because... Cool. Looks like the opponent's playing Sunset Wanderers, so if I can force that out in an earlier round, all the better. Probably take the Kikimor Worker here. Great play. I don't have a consume for the Werecat, so I'm kind of done here, to be honest. Sunset Wanderers have moved into the final position. The opponent predictably takes a pass. Plague Maiden gets us the win here, and I kind of just want the win. We go to 30. Oh no, she gets us the tie. Dagnabbit. -5 to 35. +8. 31. Feels bad, man. Let's just do it. Gross. But now we can bleed out the Sunset Wanderers. After we just play a whole bunch of garbage bronzes. Alright. I'm basically just digging here for Oniro or our good friend Haunt. Here we can take the Oniro. But let's start with the Parrying Phantom first. The goal here is just to play the Phantom. He threatens 3 points of damage, which is control. Also just has this passive 1-point boost. So, you know, good value. Excellent. Honestly, couldn't have planned that better. Let's actually hear... I have two Death Wish units, so I can do it technically. And I think we should. The Comp would have been a great finisher for the next round, but I think we can really bully the opponent here. I do wish we had like a good reset, but we can make this work. This meaningless value. Wish there was a good way to like damage here, but this works fine. Good old Snowdrop. I think so. The opponent here is just trying to extend the round by maintaining Sunset Wanderers at as high a value as possible. More Vrans coming down for the same purpose. You can only play this trick once between these two cards, and honestly here we're just trying to put up a lot of point value to force the opponent to do this exact play. And the opponent does take dominance here, which is a little annoying, but not the end of our world by any means. And actually we want to get down to where we're at here. Then we'll play Werecat next, just trying to force out as many units as possible from the opponent's hand. But now Wereat, we can spawn all of these rats. Which is in turn good value for Morvood. And as soon as we play this Werecat, we're also going to come down with a Night Wraith, which we'll be able to consume either with the Wereat or with something else. Probably with Karen. I don't think dominance is going to be a little bit tricky with both Snowdrop and Sunset Wanderers, so... But we'll try. Avalach, huh? Alright. Oh no. Fog is a little weird. Guess the opponent's just trying to destroy some value there. But now we can get down our Night Wraith easy enough. Let's actually just put down Werecat here. To the left of Wererat. That way Werecat takes the damage. It was going to be the same value either way. I mean, I guess it'd be an extra point down on bottom row on melee, but the often was blocking the first set of damage, so not a big deal. Annoying, but not the worst. Alright, let's do this. It's a little bit too much value. But it's worth enough with Morvad that it's worth it. Oh, I don't really want to. I guess we'll just have to eat a rat. A little unfortunate. But he'll take damage, so it'll only be a 7 spawn, so it actually works out just right. Ivar. Man, this is a weird match. Good value here. I don't even think this is enough points. Oh, crappy Gwent. That's game. It's over for us. See, this is what happens when I play a new deck and I explain it. I always make these horrible plays. Alright, Bran Warrior. Probably not the one we want here. Let's see if we can get Deadlift. No such luck. I almost forget that they buffed Harpies to 6. That's all she wrote. We'll just take the forfeit here. Let the opponent play their cards if they want to, I guess. Morale. Interesting. Kind of an interesting deck list with Ivar, Morale, Sunset Wanderers. Interesting. Let's try to suck less this time. Alright, Leshen. I have no idea what this is going to be. Maybe some kind of Sabbath deck list? Not sure. We'll pull Megascope back. We don't have a Griffin, so... too many things that need to be eaten and not enough things to do the eating. Let's put one of these back. Alright, that's not what we wanted, but we are where we are. We are where we are. It is what it is. You can play Haunt with some bronzes here, Foglets and Harpy Eggs. And we kind of just want this down into a tight round 2. I do not control a vampire. I do with Detloff. It's a little bit of a slow play. So... Cursed Scroll is such an interesting choice. It's probably like my least favorite of all of them. Fog is the lowest powered unit by 2 every turn. So honestly, like least helpful against monsters, but where dominance is king. This is a weird choice. It's gone from weird to exceptionally weird. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just get down Foglet here. Guessing the Brux is only going to go up by 1 here, and then she'll die off the next turn, so it kind of works out for us. We'll have to see, though. Sometimes monsters can get double plays. Like if they were to play one of the tutors. I always forget. I think it's Wispess and... yeah, Nagelfar's probably not going to do it. And we're basically just playing him so that we can get some life value onto this Desert Banshee. But now we have a vampire out on the board. And we have dominance now, so I'm just gonna take it. Try to maintain some dominance here. Wow. All right. Well, that's one way you can win. So, trying to get back into the mode of doing just some faster videos so you guys can get a good sense of what other people are playing with an introduction to it. But wow, I did not expect the opponent to forfeit right there. I didn't have anything to do about the Cave Troll yet. I was going to use Feast of Blood the next turn, but... I'm not gonna lie, Sunset Wanderers have really changed the meta to be much more palatable, in my opinion. Like, it was such a quick fix. In the way that Madoc ruined the meta, Sunset Wanderers have really like picked it back up. Where there's just more diversity. I know some people are like, I love Control. I'm not saying you can't play Control. I'm just saying that Control shouldn't be better than everything else. That's all I'm saying. Should not just be like one deck to rule them all. That makes it so people feel like, hey, what about my deck? Oh, goody. I love Clog. Clog is so much fun. Alright, I think we can make this work with Haunt. Deal with Clog is you just have to bully him out of round 2. So you got to win round 1 and then just absolutely throw down the gauntlet on round 2. Roach and Knickers are out already, so the opponent already looking sweet at 13 to 16. I think this deck needs Arch Spore too. I think you just need a little bit of consistency. Super weird. I mean, everybody gets to make choices, but some choices are just weird. Alright, let's go for Foglet. We'll go for the Consume up here, because why not? I forget that Harpy eggs are also beasts. Oh, I don't know. This is a weird matchup. I think we need to save more food. Everything else can get played. What is this? This is a land of crazy. Okay. It's like, I don't have dominance. What are you talking about? I totally do. It's just showing weird here. I mean, sequencing, actually, there's no way to get her to go to the right of these, and he goes to the end of the row. But trying to get Were-Rat lined up here would have nominally been better. This is great. Oh, I don't know why would you not put rats? Seems like a weird choice to me. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, Harpy's eggs just play for 9 points next to Were-Rat, so they could have a reset, could have an Igni, could have a Heat Wave. They could have all kinds of stuff. Not much I can do about that, but I can take a win on evens and not complain about it. Now we get to draw into a whole bunch of garbage, so that's fun. She's actually not utterly terrible. This is trash. I never want to see it again. The excellent draws. Okay, so I don't have really a great use for Banshee. And I definitely don't for Ghoul. I guess we have Barghest, so it's like a 6-point play. Not great. This is also a beast. He's a beast. Alright, let's start off here simple and just go for a Harpy's Egg. We might have to go for Karen just for the consumes. A lot of people are doing this to get off and out. It's a thing. It is known, Khaleesi. Solano Harpies. This is just, it just feels bad. Oh, I really don't want her to get locked. Yeah, I think Karen is our best option here. Again, another one. Gotta love Clog. So much fun. The opponent's deciding when to use the double cross. I'm gonna tell you when. Never. You need it for final round, buddy. You're clawing your way up from bottom. Yeah, I mean, this is too much value to not protect. And technically we don't need the Karen. We can get this done with Harpies, so. It's not the prettiest and it won't be the best, but it'll work. Oh, I have no idea what this is gonna kill. Probably a smart choice to just banish that, but maybe, maybe not. So these are both beasts, so I just want as many procs as I can get. But this third round is going to feel bad. I'd also like to have a unit at 11. Alright. Cool. Imlerith's Wrath is useless against her. We still have the first half of Oniro, so we can play the second one. We want to save a leader charge for Manticore, though. So... let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, actually, you know what? I might play Werecat here. Just to kill her. Wouldn't surprise me if Fifion's the next card down. We could have also just played a Purify, I guess. That would have been true genius. Good move, but not good enough. Nice. Now he's just trying to protect her. Smart move would probably have been to put that on somebody else, but... Can't all be geniuses. So he's gonna boost it twice, once with the Thrive and once with the other. I don't have anything that great in my deck still, so you go for it, buddy. You get there. Colgrim plays for 11, so we just gotta keep on keeping on here. Procs to Thrive, so it's good value. Now we just want to be ahead at the end of this turn, and then we'll be golden. Yeah, we're good. Now we could drop this down, but it's only going to do 3 points of damage, so not worth it. We'll take the card up with the leader charge. That's a tie, so we win. Awesome. I was really thinking it was going to be Colgrim, but it wasn't. Wins are wins. Look at me piloting this deck to success. 2 out of 3. Not bad. What do you think about my gameplay of this game? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, good luck on the path. Get out there. Keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.